For 2,000 years, one name has been synonymous with betrayal: Judas Iscariot, the man who sold God for 30 pieces of silver. History painted him as pure evil, a cautionary tale, a monster, a coward. But what if we've been telling this story wrong? What if Judas wasn't the villain? What if he was the most devoted follower of all? Let's go back. The night is dark. Jerusalem is tense. Roman soldiers patrol every corner. The Jewish establishment is nervous. Jesus of Nazareth has been preaching revolution, not a military one, but something far more dangerous: a revolution of the soul. Now, here is what most people never stop to consider. Without Judas, there is no arrest. Without the arrest, there is no trial. Without the trial, there is no crucifixion. And without the crucifixion, by every measure of Christian theology, there is no salvation. The entire architecture of the world's largest religion depends on Judas doing exactly what he did. Some of the earliest Christian texts, the Gospel of Judas, discovered in Egypt and authenticated by the National Geographic Society in 2006, tell a radically different story. In this version, Judas wasn't a traitor at all. He was Jesus's most trusted apostle, the only one capable of completing the most difficult task: handing over the human form so the divine could be released. "You will exceed all of them," Jesus tells Judas in this ancient text, "for you will sacrifice the man that clothes me." Think about the psychology here. If you truly believed someone was the Son of God, if you had walked with miracles, watched the dead rise, seen water become wine, would you have the courage to be the one who handed him over? Could you carry that weight? Every other apostle fled. Peter denied knowing Jesus 3 times. But Judas? Judas followed through. Now consider the philosophy of necessity. Every great story needs its antagonist, not because evil is good, but because without contrast, there is no meaning. Light cannot define itself without darkness. Courage cannot exist without danger. Sacrifice cannot happen without a deliverer. The philosopher Nietzsche wrote that what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. But there is a deeper reading. Sometimes what must die must be delivered to death by the hand of someone who loves it most. That is not betrayal. That is a different kind of devotion entirely. Judas carried 30 pieces of silver and then threw them back. He went to the priests, confessed, and hanged himself. This is not the behavior of a man motivated by greed. This is the behavior of a man crushed by the weight of something he couldn't fully understand. What if Judas was the only one who truly listened? The only one who understood that the mission required his total destruction, his reputation, his legacy, his place in history. We call him a traitor. But perhaps in the deepest and most tragic sense, Judas Iscariot was the one person willing to do what love, at its most absolute, sometimes demands: the unforgivable act that makes everything else possible.